I missed everybody. Hey guys, let's do a little roll call because Jeannie Hansen's cute. Brittany's here, my other's keeper. Liz Tricks. So glad I checked YouTube and saw you were going live. I love you, Liz Tricks. Yeah, I was like, I need to do a live. I haven't talked to them since my birthday, which was the best day so far. Thank you for that, by the way, you guys. Everybody made it so special. That was such a beautiful show. Panko, Mind Candy, Reconnecting. Yeah, that's awesome. My other's keeper. You can actually chat. Suzanne's here. LeBon's Creations. Noelle, we love Noelle. Kim Greenleaf. I do have the best mods. Mods, thank you as always for being here. My mods are incredible, you guys. They chat all day long. Like I've been doing stuff all day. I've been opening boxes. I took some boxes to the dump with Tommy, of course. I've been cleaning. I vacuumed. I've done 2 loads of laundry. All day long, my mods are chatting and keeping me safe. That's all they do. They just chat about, like, I don't know about this person. They talk about the Facebook group. They talk about things that they know, that they're just being careful and watchful. They're amazing. It's unbelievable. Rhonda Frank, Casey, Lino, Lisa Kelson, Marion Calabro. I got your gift. I got everybody's. John Shazowski, though, Jim Wowski. I need to message you, John. I love that you're here, but you told me to expect something, and I did get, because you always send me snacks, and I got a box of gummy bears with no name. And so I thought maybe that's John, but you always put a note with your stuff. So whoever sent those, thank you so much. But I didn't want you to feel left out. Thank you to everybody. Everybody. You guys are amazing. And we'll get more into that. Sandy Wandy, Heather Kansas, Andrea. I just don't want to get super behind. Jan. Jennifer McHuron, you know how Aaron gets weird about dead air? I don't mind dead air, but I mind getting super behind because then I feel like I'm not in the present moment with you guys talking. You're 10 minutes ahead of me and you get it. Pat Carlson, I love Robin W. Melissa with 1S, Clenna Tuesday, Electric Boogaloo. Kiki's here, Koala Lou. Thanks, Koala Lou. Peace Lady, Chops World, Layla Bradley, Naomi Hales, Crystal Dax. Guys, that's Jeff's daughter, if you don't know. And she and I have been texting. She's going to come on and do a stream with me next week. You're going to want to watch that, I promise. Lisa Vining, and she's a brave girl for doing it, by the way. Like, I know this is very painful for her. It's probably not something she wants to get into. And I've asked her, I don't want to be pushy with anybody. It's like my own sister, honestly. I'd love to do a stream with my sister, but I'm not going to push that as much as I would love to do it. I want people to be comfortable talking about things. I live for now, SPTV Atlanta, Jen Chi, Arkansas Flamingo, Lori Ellingson, Witchy Trista, Jilbo. I love Jilbo. Abigail, thank you for the gifts, by the way, Abigail. You are a lovely friend, and you sent me some very beautiful personalized things. Thank you. Laurel 005, Pat Watson, Joanne Ventrilla, Pink Skies, Kim Sharp, Susan P., Rhoda, HR Nightmare. Welcome. I don't recognize you. Hey, Jezebella Mode. Thank you. Brian Lucas, Nana's Ranch. That's cute. Thank you. Math Manx. Hey, Math Manx. Boudica Boo. Katie Fulton. Oh, my God. I love her so much. I'm here for you. Still have gifts pending for you? Well, that's not necessary, Katie. You sent me a very expensive bottle of perfume. I don't expect anything from you. I love you, but I just love our friendship, babe. I love you. I feel like I have to sneeze again because this allergy medication is working really well. I just want to say Olga is here. Ewa is here. Joanna Williams. Conda is here. Larissa, Lady O. Goosebump. Are you back? Okay, you're back from vacation. I bet you're really tired. Goosebump was overseas. Donna, Anna Witt. Oh my God, Anna, I love that you're here. I figured it would be too late for you. Mara Mallow's here. I love Mara. Annette Faber, Gemini Girl, Brandy Lynn Bingham. Hey. Carol Barnhart, Mama Bear. I love Mama Bear. Julie, Kiki and Two Cats, Late Night Snacks. Look at how that rhymed. Everybody else noticed it too. Big Z, a girl. That's a cute name. That's really cute. Brownie Buttons. Hey, Ditto Deb, Abby D. That's nice. Abby D got a membership. Thank you to whoever gifted that. Did somebody already gift memberships? I missed a super chat. Got sugar TITS number 5. Sample size because I'm not rich. Everybody loves. Thank you for your super chat. It's so funny. Everybody loves Katie Fulton's boobs smell. It's amazing. Joe Virus. Oh, come here. Come over here. Come here, please. If you want to be picked up. God, you're little. Did you have any idea that you were this small though? Like, did you know you were going to be this little? Because you're awfully tiny and everybody knows too. Everybody knows your sass. Armine, I love my gifts, Armine. Thank you so much. I haven't texted you. Amy Edge, B Pickle, Lori Abs, Cassie Mosier. Also, guys, not just gifts. So many people sent cards, and that warmed me so much. I love it's an old school, like I still send Christmas cards, but not a lot of people do. And a lot of people just send, and I'm not against this, but like if I get a Christmas card, it's just like a Shutterfly one where they make one like a collage of their pictures of their family, which is great. That's cool. But I also see them on your Facebook page. I like just an old school card. And so many people sent me cards, and it just is so fun. There's something to just opening a card. So thank you. It was really special. I love opening cards. West Coast Fancy Nancy, I got your homemade card, by the way. That was a cool card. Thank you, babe. Pam from Canada, Rhonda Frank, Forrest, Beach Bum Beagle, Life's a Journey, Tammy. She just goes by Tammy. Auntie Monkey Pants, I'm glad you made it. Thank you. Baby Steps, Suzanne, Just Jen, Ursina, I think I already said hi to you, but I love you. Sherry LeBrun, Lori Lee. Yes, wait, you and I need to talk, Lori. I can't remember. I know that you told me what it was, but I have to go back and read my message now. I will let you know. Rhonda Rambles, Teresa. Let me go back and read my message. I'll privately message you, Lori. Oh, that was from you, John? That is the coolest sign. Wait till I tell Tommy that. John sent me this. It looks like a street sign, and it said Reese's Road. It is so cool. John, thank you. Wow, that's awesome. It didn't have a note. It didn't have your name. Thank you, John. I loved that gift. That was really cool. Tracy and Tulsa. Sorry, I don't want to get behind. Catherine Chow. Erin Malley. I was going to say I haven't seen you forever. She's from Omaha. Yes, don't worry, I will. Aaron F. Detroit. Stacy Neverin. Forrest. Caitlin. Leo. Hey, Leo. Eric S. Yeah, Chris Crafts and Coffee. Can't send a super chat. You did send a super chat, my friend. Thank you. Fly Famille. Yes, Marion Calabro, I did. Noelle, Oh Denise Scooby Doo. Allison Metcalf. Oh, I'm sorry you don't feel good, babe. Rest. Robin Miners, thank you for the bouquet. She sent me a floral, one of those flower bouquets that pops open. That's like made out of paper, like thick paper. It's really cool. Robin, I love you. Darlene Williams, Lori Harless. I know the mods are amazing, Crystal. Angie in Nova Scotia, Tony Hoban. What do you do for split ends or you don't get any, Rhonda Frank? I get split ends all the time. I don't know if I do anything for it. I just put a lot of different product in my hair. I put like different creams and stuff in my hair the day I wash it, but I'm not sure it does anything for split ends, honestly. Lisa Beam. Thank you, Jezebel Mo. Gina Santino, Susie Q, Shauna B. Shauna B, you want my Venmo info. Love all the group. Thank you. That's nice of you to ask. My mods will go ahead and post it for you. Thank you for asking. That's so sweet. Hi, Zelda. The Watts. Yes, Crystal, I am very excited to stream with you. Yeah, guys, you're going to love Crystal. You already do. I mean, everybody knows her. She's been with us forever, but she's a smart cookie and she's beautiful. And I'm really excited to have her. Thank you, Sherry LeBrun. You have really made me step up my jewelry game. I'm so excited for that. I love wearing jewelry. The person at the post office, I don't know, Lisa Kelson, because the box that I have is not a P.O. box. It's at a UPS store. They don't ever say anything, except the other day when I came, they were like, we have to give you a cart. Like, there's a lot. I was like, no, that's normal. I said, people are really kind and send me gifts and stuff for me and my son. And they were like, okay, just come get your crap, please. I was like, okay. They weren't exactly thrilled about it, but we'll make friends. Annika's mom, Magical Quail, Jenny Renee's, probably said it wrong. Bigsy says, you've totally sucked me into this whole Royal Order of Jester jerk nonsense. I feel like these a-holes need to be brought down as quickly as Scientology. They do. And we're going to work toward that. I don't know that we're going to make a dent, but I'd like to try. I'd like to try to expose as much as I can. And we will just do it. Hey, Hunter, slowly but surely, right? Flea Dog, Bethany Finn, Chatty Kathy, Sophia, Jill Anderson, Brianna, Tracy Murphy. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, I got to your super. Hey, Miss Wallflower, thank you. I got your gifts and card, and it was unbelievable. If I can recall exactly, because I remember I really specifically loved it. I just don't want to. The reason I don't touch on it too much, I don't want to hurt anybody else's feelings by going, "Did you get mine? Did you get mine?" It's just I don't. I just want to say thank you to everybody. I don't want to upset anyone, and it's really hard for me to go through everything. But you guys and I private message about your gift, and I would rather just keep it at that. It's more personal for me anyway that way, if you don't mind, if that's okay. I appreciate it very much. I know the feeling, like I don't want anyone to feel left out. I don't want anyone to, like, what if I miss a card? And I also feel like then I have to go through every card. I don't want anybody to feel left out. It's like a child's birthday party, like you have to invite the whole class. That's how Huxley's kindergarten class did it. Kind of made sense to me. I get that feeling of feeling left out since I never had friends before. You know what I'm saying? I hope that doesn't come across as rude. It's the last thing I want to come across as. Scottish Scouser, welcome. I'm glad you caught a live. Silver Psychic, Helen. Hey, love it. Yes, love it. I did. And thank you. Midwest Kid Doc, love it. See, again, I would rather private message about you. Lumen, thank you for being here. Marisa Robertson, love it. Yes. I remember I loved everything. It's just, I feel awkward about it, talking about every single person on a live. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe I'll change my tune on that. For a second, I thought that was mean, but it's not. Anita, your voice is the last thing I'll hear today, and I'll catch up on what I missed tomorrow. Good night from the Netherlands. Anita, I love you, girl. Thank you for saying that. Hey, Betsy, Brittany H. Oh, you sent me a question via text, Katie? Okay, I'll look for it, babe. I love you. Thank you, Abigail. Lori Washburn, Marsha. Brittany, this is my safe space. So I wanted to share my pet rat Skid passed away last night. After my unaliving attempt 2 years ago, he was my first pet. I remember you telling me this. When I couldn't take care of myself, I could take care of him. I remember you and I emailing about that, Brittany. Thank you for sharing that. And this is a safe space to share that in. Thank you for your super chat, babe. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've heard so many good things about having a pet rat. Like they make excellent pets. Send me a picture of him. I'd like to see him. I'm sorry that you lost Skid, babe. We all are. Trust me. We, you know how it is here when we lose anything. We're all very big family when it comes to that. Deanna Downey, Brandy Lynn. Am I super behind? Yeah, I'm just gonna have to catch up. I'm gonna have to skip. Hey, Ty's channel, skip some of these because I don't. This happened to me on my last stream, and it really gives me anxiety because I'm not up to par with what you guys are talking about. Audrey, Ty's channel. Have you considered doing unboxing videos? I would love to see. I have and I haven't. It's just something I would rather private message about if that's okay. Like, again, I don't want to upset anybody. I just haven't. I haven't considered doing that. Ty's channel. Swedish Fish Andrea is here. I love her. Catalina. Jess Blue. Thank you for gifting a membership. Hey, Jeanette Brown. Thank you, Jill Judd. Rhonda Frank. Hey, Yadira. I love Yadira. NH Carol. Kelly Ann Silva. You know, it could have been a jester. Jesters do their own, when somebody passes away that's a jester, they do something called a rose ceremony. So you may have witnessed that. Hey, Anne. Thank you, Lori Washburn. Hey, Jen Pookie. Hey, SB. Amy Dag. Math Manx. You couldn't be rude if you tried. I just don't want to come off as rude. That's the last thing, or like what some people call me, like a grifter. I don't want to come off as that. I hope it's not. And it sounds like I'm not. And that's important to me. Thank you, Kim Sharp. Dee Dee Razzle Dazzle. Hey, Aunt Nene Hobbs. Thank you, Rhonda Frank. Larry. Oh, I love that you became a member. I love you, Larry. Thank you, babe. Cian Livingston. Karen Johnston. Glad I caught you live. My very best friend since 1967 is. I'm sure she'll wrap that up and tell us more. Kim Sharp needs the membership link. Thank you, Kim Sharp. Thank you, Stasia. Stasia, right? Yes, Stasia. Okay. I always want to call you Stasha, but then I remember that stream where we did and you said it was Stasia, like Anastasia. Hey, Kim is blue. Barefoot April. Oh my God, Reese, you're like a mom with 800 kids now. I am. I want to make everything fair. Panko, that's hilarious. I always think about it like a class. I'm like, I don't want to upset. I don't, I know everybody in my class. You're absolutely right. That's how it feels, Panko. And I couldn't ask for more. It's a great feeling. But I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I love this group. I'm here for this group. And I know you know that. Hey, Deborah. I love that. I'm moving forward away from the narcissistic relationship I'm in of 2 years, thanks to you, Reese. Deborah, you're smart. That's why it's not me, girl. It's you. I love that. Rogue Hedgie. I love Rogue Hedgie. Kim Sharp, thank you for becoming a member, babe. Kelly, I rarely catch the lives. Loved you bits and pieces. Wait, love you to bits, and Tommy too. Okay, I finally got that out. Thank you, Kelly. We love you back. Jennifer Mahurin's here. Stacia, hi Reese, love your messy, sexy hair today. Always happy to. I love you, girl. Thanks for being a member. That's so nice. People are so nice. Look at Melissa with one S. Hey, Angie Mo. KR40920N. I'm glad you made it. Melissa with one S. Today I put my sister into hospice. And this morning, your February video came up. Thank you for sharing your story. Your channel helps me more than you know. That's really heavy, girl. Everybody say a prayer or send good vibes and well wishes, healing thoughts to Melissa and her family. She put her sister into hospice. I'll never forget that feeling. I'm really sorry that that is going on. That is really tough. Melissa, thank you for sharing that with us. I'm really sorry. It's rough. Hi, Sin K. Thank you, Shannon C. The hair and glasses today remind me of the girl on the computer from Criminal Minds. Oh, you guys have said that a lot. I've never watched that show, but somebody sent me a picture of her. She's a cute girl. Did you bring enough for the class, says Info Dump Truck? Love you, Jam Jam. I love you. Thank you for being a member. Hey, Kevin Conklin. I love him. I'm so glad you made a live. Rural SD lawyer. Finally made a live chat. When I heard about your move, the chat we had about moving with Hux months ago made sense to me. Do you remember? When I heard about your move, the chat we had about moving with Hux months ago. Yes, I know what you're saying. I don't particularly remember it, but yeah, that would make sense to me for sure. Katie did it. I'm glad you made it, girl. You would make a great teacher. Audrey, I wouldn't actually. Old people are my thing. I like kids, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I would want to. Maybe I could work with older kids for sure. Like middle school to high school, I could probably do, but like little kids, which is weird because I love little kids. They're so cute. I love little kids. But I think if I was in charge of like 20 of them, we'd get nothing done too. I'd be like, everybody, let's take a nap. Shh. And I would just take a nap with him. That's what I did with Huxley when he was little. I would just sleep the afternoons away with him. Grandma Sunshine Dragon, I'm so sorry for not fitting in. What? Why are you not fitting in? That's the silliest nonsense. We love you. You always fit in. Thank you for your super chat. Hey, whine a little bit more. Thank you, Jen Jen. You are very thoughtful and the farthest thing from a grifter ever. Well, thank you. You got the guys who know me and are supportive and actually want to be here. We all know that's the truth, but there are people I forget. There's people in here that are enemies. That's all. I just forget because there's so few of them and they don't make a dent. Like I said, they're little chihuahua, miniature teacup chihuahuas barking and chasing after a fire truck. They make no difference whatsoever. Kenya, thank you for being here. Cat Waz. Hey, Positive Life. Vicky Andrews. Aw, Reese and Natalie's chats are my favorites. You really feel like you're talking with friends. I love that. Natalie's amazing. All right, I'm going to have to scoot along. I hate doing this, but I have to. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Hey, Lost Mittens. I love Lost Mittens. Jen Nelson, hope you had a great birthday. Thank you for being a member, babe. I had a wonderful birthday. Middle school is the Wild West, Math Manx. Okay, maybe, yeah. I'm just better with, I could work all day with seniors. Okay, I'm caught up. I did have an excellent birthday. I was going to share with you guys. Huxley gave me the most perfect card. It was so cute. But last night I went to dinner. Like I told you guys, we were going to go to dinner and celebrate our birthdays. And some of you sent us money on Venmo. And I said, I'm going to use that for a nice dinner. Julie Markham, I haven't been able to be here for a while. Welcome, babe. I love that you're here. Hey, Lisa Trimble, thank you for being a member. Are you okay, babe? You seem a little down. Really? Do I? No, I don't feel down at all, Hockeytown John. I think you mistake that, by the way. Thank you for your super chat. I never speak to you, Mrs. Weedy Poo? Where? Where'd you go? You never speak to me? No way. That makes me sad. I'm talking to you right now. Please, that makes me sad. Talkytown John, this is what I'm talking about. I feel like I leave people out, but also Mrs. Weedy Poo, we love you. I drove a school bus, middle schooler. I can't see you doing that, Brad, but you do have a lot of patience, but still, I couldn't do it. No, I'm not I'm not down at all. Hey, Aria, I get weird when I get super behind. It gives me anxiety for the reasons I said. I just feel like I'm not, you guys are talking about something and I'm in the past talking, and it's just, I don't like it. We're just off. Anyway, some of you Venmoed me, and I want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody who super chats everything, because Tommy and I went for a nice date last night, and we've never done that. It was our first really nice dinner. And here, I'll hold it with this hand so it's easier. That's what we did last night. And it was so much fun. And I got a steak, which I haven't had in a long time. I never get steak. And he got a pork chop. And I actually think I took a picture. Did Panko just Panko? I love Panko. You need graham cracker money for the kids here. I love you, Panko. You're so cute. Thank you. That's a huge super chat. I appreciate it so much. Panko, you're a wonderful friend. I mean it. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's amazing. You guys are amazing. Tommy was like lit up last night, you guys. He was so cute. Look at him. He was so excited about his pork chop and mashed potatoes. It was absolutely adorable. No pics of the food. I don't take pictures of my food, but there you go. I got a picture of Tommy with his pork chop. I've never had a pork chop before, and he wanted me to try it, and I said, hell no. Thank you, Info Dumb Truck, Rhonda Frank. Yeah, it was really so nice. And I just have to say, like, wait, Candace, you got the Moroccan oil dry shampoo and absolutely love it. It smells amazing. I love it so much. I've tried other dry shampoos, Candace. That's my go-to. I love it. It smells so good. And if you can do it for light tones or dark tones, and it's a winner. I'm glad you got it, babe. I just have to say, and then I'm going to get into the title of what we're talking. We're 23 minutes in. We're ahead of the game. Oh, that's sad. Where did we eat dinner? It was a place called Steakhouse 5 in Murfreesboro, and it was really good, and it was local. And I like that. I like to support local. Thank you, Roberta. We were going to go to, remember I said like a Ruth's Chris, Ma'am Biza, first live ever. Welcome. We were going to go to like a Ruth's Chris, and somebody recommended this Steakhouse 5. And again, it was local, and the food is local. Like they get the meat locally, and I'm all about that. I like to support local, and it was really good. And I can't usually say that. I'm super picky. I don't eat a lot of meat. You guys know this. So making a steak for me is usually, you're not going to get it right. And it was perfect. It was so good. And I just want to say, the chat's getting hyped up about pork chops and Moroccan oil. I got a filet and it was delicious. Sometimes I have to turn your live off because it's like looking into a mirror. Not ready for that. I'm proud of you. Well, thank you for saying that. I totally understand. And you know what? That's self-care right there. I respect you for that, because some people let themselves get triggered and then they get upset with me or the chat. And it's like, no, if this is a triggering subject, and it probably will be here in a few minutes, I ask you guys to tune out of this one. I don't want anybody to be triggered. Yeah, Panko, I'm all about supporting local, shopping local, eating local, farmers markets, anything. I would much rather give money to a local place than a chain, for sure. Tony's Hooter, I love you, girl. Hi, Tony's Hooter. I love that, Stacia. Thanks, Reese. You inspire me to get motivated. Babe, that's beautiful. What did you have for dessert? And I mean at the restaurant, nothing. sadly. They only had 2 desserts, which I thought was super weird. They had dark chocolate creme brulee, which I don't like dark chocolate, and they had pecan pie, and I don't like pecans. So I was like, "Really?" I even said that. I was like, "That's it? Those are your 2 desserts? Like, that sucks. What if you don't like dark chocolate? What if you're allergic to nuts? We're just out of luck." It was weird. Lori Helker, I got your card today. I love you, girl. Tommy got his the other day, but I got mine today. Thank you. Natural Ginger, welcome. I have no idea if you can use a prepaid Visa for a yearly membership, but don't worry about it. I'm just glad you're here, my friend. Thank you for being here. I don't like pecan pie. Yeah, it was limited, Katie. Keela, throwing out hot sauce packets. I'm glad Keela's safe out of the storm. And I think you have power back on, if I recall, Keela. I'm happy about that. Yeah, that was disappointing. But you know what? We were so full. And I just want to say, and then I'm going to get into the topic. My ex-husband was all about, hey, Amy Jones, was all about showing off a bit and going out to dinner and, going to like really nice, expensive places. And I was thinking about it last night and it became so, after I found out about this Jester stuff, I hated going anywhere. I hated going out on dates because I had to fake it and I did fake it. I tried to enjoy myself and it never went great. And if it turned into sex, great, but still it was not. Once I found out about the Royal Order of Jesters, it ruined me. Bonnie Smith, welcome. It really ruined me. I don't know that you can quite understand that. Most of you probably do. But this is a huge part of my life that I'm going to talk about because it feels so good to get it out and it should be gotten out. And that's where I say to the people, if you don't agree with that or it triggers you, definitely check out of a stream like this. Because to me, it's like Rain Virus said it perfectly. Looking like an 80s rock star. Oh my God, I love you, Barbara. I miss you, Barbara. Thank you. Panko, I just looked at your thing that said disgusting guy and I said your name. Rain Virus in the chat recently said, and this was very profound to me. This is to the people that feel like I shouldn't share. Would we tell an R victim, a victim of R, or any kind of SA, right? Would we tell them, hey, Gary or Jackson Moorhead, would we tell them not to talk about it? Crystal Primo, welcome. No, Maleficent, I have not. Would we tell that victim not to share anything because it's too much for my ears or your ears, or it's too triggering? Yes, it's an enormous betrayal, Lumen. It's an enormous betrayal. Do you think you would still be with Jeff if he had left the whole Jesters thing? I would. I told him that. Queen Thaden, welcome. I told Jeff that a few days before I moved out. And it was very emotional for me. And I told you guys that I really loved Jeff. I really did. Was he not right for me? Absolutely. Have I never been happier now? Absolutely. I've been more happy now than I think I've ever been. And Fred made me so happy, but this is I don't compare the two. This is different. It's a different energy and it's just beautiful. And Tommy just lifts me up. And it's just a different energy. And so it's kind of all over the place for me. Would we tell a victim of SA to not speak out, to not use your voice? We would not. And if you would, I don't want to be your friend. And I did. I went to Jeff about a week before I moved out, and I just said, it made me so sad. It was just really sad. And I said, Jeff, I have some really fond memories of us. And I said, I would not have divorced you. I would not be leaving if you would have put me first. If you would have left the Jesters for me once I found this stuff out, and if you would have not put them above me and made them first, I would have stayed with you. I would have taken care of you. I went with Jeff to every doctor's appointment he had. I always made sure that, he was just taken care of. I always put Jeff first. And whether I fell out of love with him or not, that was still a loss to me because I signed up for what I thought was a real marriage, and it wasn't. Not only that, but this is your channel and you are an oral processor. We are here for you. Christy, thank you. That is so true. That is such a good point, and thank you for saying that and your super chat. Exactly, Anna. Many victims of SA are told to shut up, speak the truth, Reese. Absolutely. Hey, Susan Cook. Yeah, Big Z. And it just thinking about that conversation, it really makes me sad because I meant it. I said that to Jeff over the years. I said, if you would leave this, and he said to me many times, I will divorce you before I leave this. I will never leave. And I would say to him, that's because it's swallowed you whole. It's who you are. It's your identity. And that is a problem. That is when something becomes an addiction. When something becomes your identity, when it becomes who you are and what you are, it's a shame. And I don't think he will ever look back and feel regret. I believe he's doubling down. I'm still Facebook friends with Jeff, and I've seen some of his posts about it's very an innuendo. It's hinting, right? It's got nothing to do. I mean, it doesn't have my name on it, but I've seen some posts where it's basically like, I walked away. I walked away because you were so hurtful to me. And it's like, it's a shame that you're doubling down and you really believe yourself. You believe that I was the problem. I mean, he said that to me, what, like a month before we moved out? It was so horrible. Jeff came to me in the bathroom one night. I think I had just washed my face. And he said, I'm going to say something to you. And I think he said, and I hope this sinks the fuck in. And I was like, I immediately felt small. I kind of shrunk and I knew it was going to be something mean. And he said, you're going to walk away from this and know that I was wonderful and you and Huxley, he said, are the fucking problem. And he said, and you guys will always be the problem everywhere you go. And he said, you'll never be able to keep a man. He said, you'll never be in a relationship. He said, because you guys are such a fucking problem. And I said, so you have no responsibility at all? There's no accountability? And he said, I don't need to be responsible for anything. He said, I didn't do anything wrong. And he said, every time we fought, he said, I was defending myself because you guys were attacking me. And I know that's going to be the narrative. He said that for many years. You and your child are attacking me. And I was like, attacking you? You're 30 years older than me and 300 pounds. Like, what are you saying? You're a man. That's ridiculous. Like, I'm simply using my voice. Yeah, it was horrible. And I'm not here to get into all that, but it just made me sad. It made me sad because I'm answering your question. I would have stayed with Jeff if what I found out, I came to him and he said, I'm going to leave this. I can see that this is breaking you and it's wrong. And I don't want to be a part of it because I'm in love with you. And I chose and I had vows, all those things, right? He didn't. And so I spent years through that and I wanted him to know before I left, I would have stayed with you. I would have taken care of you. So neither here nor there at this point. But I do want you guys to know before I get into this, Crystal and I are going to chat. Crystal Dax is in the chat right now. That is Jeff's daughter. And she is going to chat with us next week, just about whatever she wants to talk about and use her voice for. I'm not going to sway her one way or the other. I want her to say what she's comfortable and safe saying, just like I do. And also next week, I haven't chatted with him about it yet, but about a time, I should say. Do you guys remember Ryan? My friend Ryan? I did a stream with him once. Do we remember that? He's a friend of mine, and he got to know Jeff, and he would like to come on and chat about what he witnessed about the Jesters. He saw some things. Jeff had a bachelor party before we got married, and the Jesters threw him that party, and Ryan went to be Jeff's driver. I asked Ryan to go and drive Jeff because all the jesters, Jeff told me, were going to get wasted like they normally do. And I was worried about Jeff drinking and driving. And my friend Ryan said, I would love to do that for you and drive him. So that's what happened. And was Ryan a former Scientologist? No. I met him at my job at the senior living community. Yes, Ty's channel. So Ryan is going to come on and just, Ryan has said to me, I'm going to just, he's like, I, what I love about Ryan is he knew Jeff quite well. We went out to dinner a lot with him. He will tell you, Jeff is a nice guy, but he's got some really interesting insights, just as a different guy's point of view and just things that he observed that, how I tell you guys a lot. Like when I did that stream with Natalie, I was like, oh my God, it's a different perspective. I never thought about it that way, or I didn't see it that way. Ryan is like that. Like he has said things to me and I'm like, I never noticed that before. That's true. Wow. So I love that. Auntie Monkey Pants, thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, you guys loved Ryan. So I also want to say, Witchy Trista, if you hadn't gone through all that awful crap, Scientology and Jeff, you wouldn't have met Tommy. Sometimes the hardest paths lead to the most beautiful payoffs. My God, that's a profound thing to say and so true. Thank you, Witchy Trista. It's so true. And so that's what I wanted to say about last night. As soon as I found out about this Jester stuff, my marriage was over. It was absolutely over. I knew it was over. I saw somebody comment and I took it down, of course. It was after the live. Some woman said, I don't get it with this Jester stuff. She goes, poor you poor little victim. She said, boo hoo. Why didn't you just get a job and get the hell out of there like most women would do? And I really hate when people, whether it be women or men, tear each other down. Look, that's an easy thing to say. And it's much harder to go back and look at it that way. And thank you, Superstorm Day. I appreciate that so much. It's just such a harsh thing to say. It's a really harsh thing to say. I don't really have an answer for that. And I don't feel like I owe you an answer for that. I was mentally tortured. I haven't gone into absolutely Math Manx. I haven't gone into the extent of the physical abuse that happened, but there was physical abuse to me and my child. And there was some physical touching and grabbing by other jesters to me, and all kinds of things that put me in a state of fear and under financial control. And I had a kid that was in school. I had a house that I put the down payment on. It just isn't that easy. Hey, Mark Nichols. And I don't have to give an answer to this, by the way. I'm choosing to give an answer to that because it did make me think too. Why didn't you just get a job and get out of there? Well, to the person that said that, I hope that you are never in a situation where you are trapped with a child, because it's one thing to be trapped by yourself, but to be trapped with a child and be subjected to that is very hard. And to referee, you think Jeff didn't go after my kid? He did. And I had to referee. Rocks in a Box, thank you for becoming a member. Jennifer B, I love that we'll have people on to share your experience. It has to be so validating and healing. So validating and healing, Jennifer. Yes, thank you. Knit My Bit, thank you. I had to speak about my essay when I found out another girl had allegations. I just had to speak. It was major business in our town. Thank you for using your voice and platform. Much love. I'm so sorry that happened to you, but it's a beautiful thing that you used your voice. And I really want women to do that. I really want men to do that. I want everybody to be able to step into the light where it is the best disinfectant anyway. Hi, Pamela. Dip me in glitter. It is never that easy. And no, I don't owe any explanations, but I think it's worth saying. Whoever feels that way toward me or toward anyone who's struggling, it's like, I feel like it's like a homeless person. Like, just get a job. Just get a job. You don't know what's going on, right? There could be some mental illness there. I mean, there could be tons of reasons. Hey, Matrix, it's like anything. It's like anybody struggling. Who the fuck are you? You know, I don't understand when people think it's okay to just cut through and bulldoze into somebody's story and go, I don't get it. Why didn't you just get a job? Really? Fuck off into the forever and out you go. Don't come back. And you did that because I had no mods at the time. If you come in here and do that, you're going to get eaten alive, not only by the mods, but by this chat. Because most of the people in here are here because it's healing. This is a healing channel. And we're here to expose some things. Absolutely, Joe Virus. And we're here to hear each other out and not judge. And we love each other and we care. And we love animals and we love kids and we love men and we love women. And we respect people here. So, you know, it's just not a place for you. If you're coming in to be ugly, you're going to get booted right the fuck out. I've said to my mods over and over, let people come in and have an opinion. If somebody wants to come in and say, Reese, I don't really care for you, and here's why, don't boot them out and don't remove the comment. It's okay to disagree, guys. But if you're going to come in here with total hate speech and just, I don't get it, get a fucking job, you know, you're just a poor little victim, you're just doing that to sleep better tonight. And there's no room for that. Well, Kim Sharp says, plus it's none of their business. Vicky Cat, welcome. To a degree, it is people's business. I put my entire life and business on this channel. So I feel hypocritical when someone says something and I go, that's none of your business. Technically it is because I put it there. You didn't go digging for it, right? I put it out there for you to see. I don't mind you commenting on it. I don't care if you have a different opinion of me. But if you're going to come in here and pretend to be a friend and say horrible things, yeah, exactly. Chat, assemble, and they will. So it's just not the place for it. I'm sure there's other channels that attract hatred and drama and being mean and bitter and nasty to people, but this isn't that. Jan, Reese, although I'm sad for what you had to go through, so thankful it has brought you to Tommy and a much happier life that you could have ever had with Jeff. Jan, thank you for saying that. That's what I was trying to get at. Let me finish that real quick. Thank you, Jan. So yesterday, I've told you guys this, like, it's experiences. I attach an emotion to if Tommy, for instance, Tommy got me a necklace for my birthday. It hasn't arrived yet. I will attach, love you, Down's mom. I will attach such an emotion to that. I am so sentimental. Like, I always look at things and I'm like, oh, I remember when I got that. Experiences too, not just things. So, yes, let me star that. Actually, I'll just put it up. But last night, that experience, I will remember forever. I will remember that people helped and sent money on Venmo for us to go have a nice dinner. Like, that's incredible to me. That is so big-hearted to do something like that. But also the experience. All those dates I've gone on with Jeff for the last few years, usually we fought or he just put me down. And then I sat there through the date and I was like, okay, well, let's just go. Let's just go home. And then we would go home and he would go, well, you know, if you hadn't have acted that way, you wouldn't have to be punished or something like that. And then he would treat Huxley horribly and I would have to separate the two of them as best as I could. Because let's face it, Huxley is my kid and he gets mouthy. So he back talked a lot. If Jeff said, shut the hell up, Huxley was like, don't effing talk to me like that, man. And then I had to referee that. So it would just snowball. I haven't had an amazing date with a man and I can't remember. Of course, Fred and I had amazing dates. Fred, I'm trying to think anything outside of Fred. So it was really special last night. It brought me to tears many times. I got emotional a lot last night because just sitting there with a person across from me that loves me and that just wants to see me do well and that reached across the table and held my hand through dinner and that cared enough and said, how is it? Do you love it? This is so much fun. I love this place. It was so meaningful to me. And maybe everybody else gets to do that all the time, but I don't take that for granted. I haven't had an experience like that in a long time. And it meant the world to me. And it means the world to me that my child texts Tommy and said they go back and forth and they talk. And every time Huxley comes over, he's been with my parents because he works at the farm in the summers. But we go see him every day. And Huxley and Tommy go throw the football every time they're together. They hug each other every time they're together. It's so it's relaxed. There's none of this, it's just very relaxed. They just get along. And I can't tell you the gift that is to me, that I don't have to go, don't talk to my kid that way. And my kid's fighting Jeff. And then I got to pull my kid aside in a separate room and go, you can't talk to Jeff like that. You know what will happen. And then he goes, I'm sorry, but I'm never going to allow this, Mom. I'm never going to let him talk to you like that. I don't care what you tell me. I'm never going to let a guy walk all over you. And then I got to talk him off a ledge and go, I know, but I need you to let him walk all over me. Because one, I don't know what he'll do. He's a ticking time bomb, and he's gotten physical with us before. And two, it's just better if you don't. I don't have to do that anymore. And you can't put a fucking price on that. It is torture. It is absolute torture to watch that in real time. It's horrific. And so why don't you just get a job and move out? It's not that easy. It just isn't. I'm sorry. I'm happy that your life is that easy and things just flow for you, but it's not that easy when you're with an abuser. It just isn't. And your hands are tied and you can't leave. And when you try to leave, he takes your car keys. Jeff has taken my car keys and my phone when I have tried to leave before. He's kept me in the house. So it's not that easy. And I can't describe the gift it is now that Tommy and Huxley just blend so nicely, that Tommy and I can go on a date and we can hold hands and it's light and it's fun and it's funny and everything goes right. And I don't think that's going to change because of who he is. That's who he is. There's no tricks. There's nothing different. And it's who I am. And I just cannot express how much I value experiences and emotions more than anything. I've never been, if you want to think. Okay, that was weird. Can you guys hear me? But can you hear me now? It's fine. It kicked me out.
Oh. You back?
Sadly, Tommy kind of wishes that it had stayed up. Okay, you guys hear me. I know exactly where I was, so I'm going to go back to what I was saying. You guys may think that I'm a gold digger, but I'm not. And I got nothing out of that divorce. All I wanted was to leave. So what I'm saying is I attach an emotion to like a gift or an experience so much more. It just means so much to me. Anyway, I don't need to. Yeah, let me answer this. Okay, good. That was weird. It just kicked me out. I was literally in the middle of a sentence and it just said something went wrong. Oops. That's weird. Okay, I have a couple things I want to say. It was Jeff. He put a hex on the live. He doesn't have that kind of power. Nope. Sorry. It's like the Wizard of Oz. You don't have any power here. Thank you, Puka Vista. Miss Luna, can you explain why you would have stayed with Jeff if he left the Jesters when he treated you and Huck so poorly? I can. At least I think I can. Something isn't right here. Let me try to get another comment up. This is weird. Can you guys hear me still? I can't take this comment down. Holy crap. Something is weird with StreamYard. Tell me if you can still hear me. Tommy? Is it gone again? I can't get in. Okay, wait. Okay, wait, it's working. Is it on? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, Julie, I don't know. It says, did you lose Wi-Fi, Reese? Can you guys hear me? Okay, I'm back. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I've not had this problem before, but I can tell you it's really annoying. Okay, what was I saying though? See, now I did lose track because I was cussing up a storm and yelling at Tommy about it. Somebody help me. What was I saying? Oh, I know. I was answering a question. Here's why I think, and that's an important question, actually. Thank you, Joe. Here's why I think. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Guys, if it does, then I don't know. I may have to call the internet company. Bo Beats. Yeah, I don't know. My stream got cut off, but I'm back. Okay. This is an important question. Would I have why would I have stayed with Jeff if he had left the Jesters and he was so abusive? Here's why I think that. And maybe it's just a silly dream. But I truly believe, and I can't speak to this. I don't know if it's true, but I believe Jeff got uglier because he was a jester. I think being in a secret, disgusting, perverted group where you are forced to lie to your closest people, your family, I think it made him an ugly person. And I think that if he wasn't, is it gone again? Someone said gone again. Am I cutting out? Because it looks good on my end. Okay, Cian. This is pissing me off. I'm trying to do my job here. Okay, so we're good. Am I cutting out and then back in? Can someone answer me that, Sarah Browett? Okay, it's fine. Someone said gone again, and I was like, oh, great. Not cutting out, Jilbo. Okay. Do you guys agree with me on that? Am I crazy to say that? I believe Jeff would have been a more sane individual if I don't know, but if you put me in some weird situation where I was forced to lie to people and keep secrets and was doing something really illegal and under the table, I would think that would make it kind of great on me and make me a bit of an ugly person just by design, right? How long has Jeff been a jester? I believe he became a jester in 2010. Kay Reese, I made it just in from work and found the perfect way to help me sit your channel. I love you, Kay Thompson. Thank you for your super chat, babe. I feel that he would be a bit better about leaving to be with you, that he would become worse. And I thought of that too. I thought, what if I get this guy to quit and then he's ugly for the rest of time because he holds that against me? I don't know. And so maybe I'm wrong. But I did love the idea of Jeff. And I do have some really fond memories with Jeff. But sadly, when I think about those memories, it's all for show. It's like all smoke and mirrors. Like the things I think of, I look back on now and I'm like, oh, he was just being egotistical. Like I think of times that I went to a favorite boutique or a store and he would throw his Amex up on the counter and be like, whatever she wants, her money's no good here. And I was like, I feel like I'm in Pretty Woman. And I thought it was because he liked me. And I don't think that's why. He was just showing off. It had nothing to do with me. I could have been any woman out there. It had nothing to do with me. Crystal, Jeff's daughter, says he was already pretty awful before the Jesters, but joining the Jesters did make him worse. And then in 2016, he went fully off the rails. There you go. I just think of like some dinners we went on that were nice, but it was all about money and, throwing it around. And I'm not about that. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Lisa Tate, Reese, you are glowing. You look like you feel blossoming. Proud of you, girl. Love you and your journey. Lisa, thank you so much. And thank you for your super chat. I agree with you on that too. I'm much happier and I feel safe. And that's a huge thing. I love you. Kathy loves horses. Probably so, Yadira. You're probably right. I imagine you were wanting Jeff to choose and you make you and your boundaries a priority to him and he never could do that. Yeah. And it broke me that he chose that over me. It was so hard for me. It was so hard. And I just, again, there's so many. Here's what I also want to say. Here in about, what time is it? Here in about an hour. If you guys watch my other channel with Tommy, yeah, Fred made me his priority. I love that. I don't always agree with you, but I appreciate your willingness to share. You are a refreshing voice, and there are times I love you and what you can do to help people like me. Thank you, Donna. I love that. Tommy and I have a channel called Cults and Crims. Most of you probably know it. But in about an hour, we're going to go do a live over there because Tommy has been going down rabbit holes about this Jester stuff. Tommy gets up every day at like 4 in the morning and he works out and he does yoga and he meditates and he journals and he's beautiful for that. That's what makes him so unique and who he is. It's so amazing. I love his routine and I love how disciplined he is about his routine. He makes it a priority. Oh my God, Jamie Palmer, you're so cute. Did he think he'd be able to keep it from you? He didn't tell you before the marriage is control tactic. Lost Mittens, he told me that. I asked him that. When I found out about Jeff's, what he was doing, I asked him, I said, were you ever going to tell me about this? And he said, absolutely not. Never. I would have never told you. And I thought, oh my God, that's so much worse. Anyway, Tommy and I, in about an hour, are going to do a stream on Colts and Crims. And he found some things. He had me watch some things today. He found some dirt. And I want it to come from him, what he found. And so I think that you guys should hop over to that channel because there's some really effed up things about the Jesters that he found that I can confirm most of the things or talk more about. And I think it would be better to have him with me because of all the things he researched, if that makes sense. So I encourage you to come watch it because it's pretty fucked up. Amy Dang, I think it just brought out what already existed in him. He shows no remorse about his behavior. He's proof that some people are true narcissists. Amy, you're absolutely right. Thank you for your super chat. Susan Cook, thank you. And it's like the Scientologist. You guys remember Dan O'Connor, fax man Dan, who hit me with the fax machine? Can someone put the link up to Colton Crims, please? Thank you, Kraken Studio. Scientology also does that. If you hit a child with a fax machine in the head, I don't think Scientology made you that way, but I do think Scientology draws in people who are already ugly, like my dad, and it just enhances it. It amplifies it. So this is probably that too. Thank you, Bo Beats. A girl called Dusty. What a cute name. Thank you for being a member. So Jeff would have probably thrown it in my face. But anyway, guys, there's so much more. And there's just things that I want to talk about. You have to, like, there's just little weird things. In order to go to a Jester book, it's called a book. Their parties are called the Book of the Play. Seeing you, a happy is a joy. I love you, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Thank you, babe. I love you. Thank you. I know, Jennifer B. You're an angel. It's called the Book of the Play. And it's a Shakespearean play that they put on. And that's how they get away with their tax exempt status. And they have these parties, these disgusting parties. You have to, I have another one, but it's in my bathroom. You have to wear these wristbands to get in. And there's usually off-duty cops at the door. And that's where behind the door, all the naked women are and the other things that are going on. But here's one of them. And it's called JOT. Jesters of Texas and Dallas, Texas. And they have to wear these during the entire party, and they change them every time they go to a party. So I could never, like, you couldn't get in with this. The other thing I want to show, where is it? That we got into. Hold on, let me move my drink. Well, that's weird. If you guys saw how messy this desk is, it's really making me crazy. I do not like mess. They have tax exempt status. Yep. Is that not insane? Whoops, sorry, Gertie. I didn't mean to scare you, babe. Okay, where is it? Well, hello, Punky. Everybody sees you. Let's not be silly. Hold on, guys. I'm not looking at the chat. Here it is. Sorry if you saw my short booty shorts. Jewelry of the day. No, because I don't know where some of the, like, these are, oh no, that's not true. These are really cool and I love this company. It's called Abacus Row, R-O-W. This is Jane Wynn. I don't know, I got it a long time ago. When you recruit judges into your debauchery, you'll get what you want. Yeah, and they have a lot of judges. The other thing that I've been researching and I've seen with my own eyes, they're mainly predominantly white men. There are no black people in the Jesters. You don't see them. I've never seen a black jester, only white, older white men. Some of them are younger. I found this. I have a ton of jester stuff. I mean, a ton of jester stuff. And I think that there's probably, I don't know for sure, but it seems like quite a bit of racism, I would say. And yeah, they were short booty shorts. Did you see them? God, I hope not. I found this and it really made me sick. And I will let you interpret it however you want to interpret it. The positive life. Are there jesters in Tennessee? How many groups, which cities? Absolutely. There's a huge court. They call them courts. So yes, absolutely. They're all over. Tommy said there's about 150,000 jesters. So Jeff is a part of the President's Court, which was Harry Truman was a jester. Court 54. You've got all kinds of different courts, guys. Let's see. Let me give you an example. Yeah, there's a lot. Here we go. This is tiny, but it says Mirth is King, Overland Park Court 93. Really tiny. That's a pin. I mean, I've got tons of these. This is disgusting. And we've found there's a lot of animal memorabilia, things with animals. Court 54, and he's pulling on a donkey. There is something on YouTube where a guy really does a deep, am I still here? Why did someone say, where did Reese go? Susie SP Squirrel, am I gone again? I don't think so. Okay, but I'm here, right? Okay, good. Let's see. I have mainly Court 54 stuff because, oh, here, Court 93. Anyway. Lens Lynch Mob. Okay, Allison, that makes sense. I feel like Jeff felt like the Jesters made that controlling behaviors okay. Absolutely, he did. Thank you for your super chat. So I want you to take a look at this. Speaking of Tennessee, are there Jesters in Tennessee? You guys are going to shit your pants because I did. How did I get this stuff? I was married to 2 Jesters. Fred had tons of it. So glad to see you so happy. Thank you, Alex Moore. Thank you for your super chat. Jesters of Tennessee, JOT. Why you kept Fred's Jester stuff? Because when Fred died, Rachel, there was a ton. He was a jester for 50 years. There was a ton of stuff. Yep, Kenya, it is disgusting. It's so disgusting and wrong. And so we've got that going for us. And then you've got, just all the debaucherous stuff, guys. There's so much. And I just have little things I'm showing you right now. Did Jeff wear these pins in public? No, you have to. It is Puka Vista. Yeah. You cannot wear this stuff in public. Okay. You cannot. And you can wear them to only jester parties. Like here's a pin that says Skirt Boys, Court 54, Skirt Boys, Kansas City. Yeah. And I just have tons of these weird little pieces. However, what I really have and what I really want to show you guys, and what I'm going to have to do is block out names, which I will do. I have to figure out how to do it. I'm going to block out names and blur out people's names, but I'm going to show you the real stuff I have. This is nothing. Jeff left his computer open, okay? And I have about 400 screenshots of the most disgusting, private, personal things that you'll just be floored about. That's what I really want to show you. But I have to blur out the names because a lot of the girls are in these emails. The girls, they have naked pictures of these girls. There's pictures of these girls and other guys emailing about them, showing naked pictures going, this is so-and-so, and we really want to get her in. She's a mother of 2, and let's bring her into the parties, and we want to get her in more. And can somebody sponsor her? And then I've got emails of the girls talking back and forth with Jeff. I have tons of that stuff. Analytical Blarney was modding on another channel, but wanted you to know I am thankful for you sharing your story. Your voice is powerful. Never lose it. Proud of you. Thank you, Analytical Blarney. I love you. Let him crap himself. He deserves every bit for all he's done. So is Fred doing these things too? I don't know, because I didn't know Fred as a jester. Fred was a jester. That's a great question. I'll answer that. Okay, Allison. He was a jester, but he didn't participate in anything when he and I were together. He gave it up. Fred had nothing to do with it. I went to one party at a guy's house, and that's where Fred flipped out on the guy. And I said, but they're your friends. And Fred said, I'll get new friends, because the guy was disrespectful to me. Fred had nothing really to do with it by the time I was with him. Whenever there was anything jester, I didn't know what they were. And I would say, go to your friend's thing, go to your thing. Go to your party. And he would go, nope, I'd rather be with you. So I don't know if by the time he met me, he was like, I'm done with this. I just want to give my time to her. I don't know. Susie, are Freemasons automatically jesters? Absolutely not. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you one other little tidbit. Most of them don't even know what the jesters are, guys. The jesters are a secret group. You cannot talk about it. You cannot mention it. And I reached out to a friend of Jeff's that is a Mason that I know quite well just 2 days ago. And I said, have you heard of the Royal Order of Jesters? And he said, no, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Most of them don't know. Now, I will tell you. Tracy, first live, long-time lurker, happy birthday. I love you, Tracy, and welcome. I'm glad you made it, girl. Thank you for your super chat. I will tell you. I'm going to tell you something that's really kind of fascinating. So Jeff, we went to some Masonic gatherings, I guess I want to say. Nothing to do with the jesters, okay? Went to a room full of probably 150 Masons, a party, about 6 months ago. And I'm sitting at the table with some of the big guys of Missouri, okay? The big Grand Lodge guys of Missouri. And Jeff gets up to go to the bathroom. And I'm sitting next to one of them, and I know him and his wife. I really like them. They're a younger couple, but he's a big deal, this guy. And Jeff goes to the bathroom long enough that I can't keep, by the time this is about over, when this marriage is months ago coming up to, I knew I was going to get out. I started talking more about it. I couldn't shut my mouth. So I'm sitting here next to this guy. Jeff's in the bathroom, and I'm all dressed up. It's black tie, and I'm like sitting like this. And I just hate Jeff. And I hate that I'm in a room full of these guys, and Jeff's pointing out who the Jesters are. Out of 150, I think there were 3. Okay. There's not very many Jesters. Yes, Jesters exist outside of the US. They're worldwide. So Jeff always tells me who's a Jester, and he always says, don't talk about this. We're not at a Jester event. Don't bring it up. These guys don't know what it is. Your self-control is admirable. You're a class act. Midwest Kid Doc, thank you. Wow. That's such a nice thing to say. Thank you for your super chat. So Jeff goes to the bathroom, and I know this guy sitting next to me, and I'm comfortable with him, and I'm just pissed off. I'm just mad. I was bitter. You have no idea how angry I was every time we went to one of these events. I couldn't be myself. Every time a wife would come up and say hi to me, I wanted to blurt it out and go, do you know what these people are doing? Like, I hate that this all has to stay in my head, trapped in here. I can't talk about it. So he goes to the bathroom, and this guy and I start chatting. His wife wasn't there that night, and I really love the guy's wife. And I said, he goes, you all right? And I said, I'm just bitter and angry, man. And he's like, what's the matter? And I told him, and I said, have you ever heard of the Jesters? Hey, Shelly, can the mods let me know which way is better to help Reese with money as I live in Australia? Kathy, that's so nice. I think people outside of the country have told me that they have to use PayPal. I have one, but please don't feel like you have to. But that is so kind. Thank you, Kathy. Anyway, so I said, have you ever heard of the Jesters? And he goes, yeah. And I said, are you one? And he said, fuck no, I would never do that. I love my wife. And he said, and I have daughters. I would never do that. And I was like, oh, I couldn't believe that he knew what they were, honestly, because nobody knows. It's such a secret. And I said, how do you know? And he goes, because so-and-so at this party, who was a big deal, is a Jester. I knew that, but I didn't know he knew that. And I said, how do you know that guy's a Jester? And he goes, because he's talked about it. And I said, he's not supposed to. And he said, no, he's not, but he has. And I said, oh my God. And you know what this guy said to me? And I'll never forget it. He said it twice. He was so fired up about it. He said, I know what they do. He said, I know all about their oral sex contests that they have and how much they drink and all the parties they throw with all the girls. And he said, the Jesters, he said, are a fucking stain on the Masons. And he said, I would love to get rid of them. He said they should not be associated with Masons. And I said, wow. And he said, and I'll say it again, he said, they are a fucking stain on the Masons. And I told Jeff about that. We got in the car and I just had to. I was like, I talked to so-and-so about it. He goes, what were you doing talking about it? He was like, what were you saying? What did you say? Like he was freaking out. And I said, I don't know. I said a lot. Loose lips sink ships. Go fuck yourself. I don't know. And I hate you at this point. So I'm just bitter. And that's what happens when you keep an animal in a cage and then you let it out for a minute. Like I just couldn't control myself. And he was like, what did you say to him? And I said, he already knew what they were. He already had heard of them. And he goes, how did he hear about it? He was so paranoid. And I said, so-and-so talks about it openly. And he was like, oh, he said he shouldn't be doing that. He said, that's a huge violation of our bylaws. And I said, well, he knows, dude. And I said, he thinks you guys are a fucking stain on the Masons. And he said it to me twice with a lot of fiery heat, some gusto. There was some gusto with it. And Robin W. And he was like, well, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He was like, everybody has a misconception about what it is. He goes, and you're the biggest one. You don't know what you're talking about. It's all in your head. And I said, it's not. You can say that as many times as you want, but it doesn't make it true. Like, I don't care how many times you want to say it. Just because you believe something doesn't make it true, Jeff. And that's what I told him. And let's get some eyes on those bylaws. Well, funny you should bring that up. SJ, the next few live streams that I'm going to do, I thought we could get into that because here are all the bylaws. Section 4, Article 5. Look at all this. Look at all this. I thought it would be fun to have story time. Ooh. Let's just show this. Bylaws, Kansas City Court 54. So what I was thinking is, if you've got the time, I'll do the crime. No, if you have the time, I thought maybe we could read through this and just have a little look-see and read the bylaws, because I have a feeling this is probably stuff they don't want us to know. Are you guys up for it? Yeah, you've got the time. Wife of Mo Buis. Yeah. So whistleblower Reese. Yeah, if I get murdered over this, just remember, you guys, this isn't how I would have wanted to go. However, the copies of everything I have are with an attorney and several other people, as well as encrypted. So if something does happen to me, we are still going to get it out, because dead Bumblebee still has a stinger, remember? So let's go over the bylaws. We're not going to do it today because I'm going to sign off so I can hop on Colton Crims with Mr. Tommy, because we want to know what Tommy found. Tommy found out some things. That's what I was going to say. Oh my God. He gets up at 4 a.m. Tommy comes in, guns blazing, into bed at 6 o'clock in the morning this morning. He's like, I watched this video and you're not going to believe what I found out. And I was like, what? I can't open my eyes. It was like that time I ate a gummy. I'm not really up yet at that time. So I thought, and I said to him, I dozed back off and I was like, let's do a stream tonight. Tell everybody. I just fell back asleep. So you get the popcorn, Hockey Town John, and you'll make sure I'm on Dateline. Thank you, VT Kitten. So if I get murdered, you guys make sure my story goes on Dateline. That is so nice. That's a sweet thing to say. But I thought, let's read these bylaws. What is it that they don't want us to know? What could be so secretive? If it's on the up and up and everything's legal and it's all in my head, remember, it's all in my head, then this shouldn't be an issue. You know what Tommy said? It's so funny. Do you guys remember Beetlejuice? He said, he goes, all those jesters in Kansas City right now are going, you let her get a hold of the handbook. The handbook for the recently deceased. You let the living get a hold of the handbook. You let a wife get a hold of the handbook. Well, we're going to read what's in it, because if it's on the up and up and everything is cool, Jeffrey, then this shouldn't be an issue. Thank you, Jennifer B. Sarah Browett, leaving our ship like that truly makes a head spin, because we want to understand, especially how someone can be so cruel. Jeff wouldn't have been the person you deserve without the Jesters. It's hard to fathom. It is hard to fathom, Sarah. And thank you for your super chat, babe. You're always so smart. But raised without empathy creates cracks in all soil. He is that person and doesn't want to not be. People chase love or power. They can't chase both. Wow. It's all he knows and he doesn't see the problem. Sarah is so good. She's so wise. That's so true. People can't chase both, love or power. Was Jeff screwing these girls while married to you? I can't prove that, Denver Stevo, other than the stuff I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to assume Jeff did everything but penetration, if that makes sense. Jeff would come home from these parties and go, I didn't do anything. I just watched. I just was there. Well, I don't believe that. But the thing is that Tommy found, there's different levels to the parties. So let's just get into that on Colton Crims, because I want him to kind of explain what he found. And it makes total sense to me why Jeff would say that. You know what I mean? He is a fucking liar. Absolutely, Crystal. But I mean, I have enough evidence to probably say he did. But there's so many, hey, Joanne Holly, there's so many creepy things about these parties. Like, they play 24-hour porn on 4 different TVs in these parties. They push beds together in these parties. That's things that we've read and found. What are you hoping to accomplish ultimately? This Jester stuff is sucking the life out of you. LJ, I appreciate that. But it is and it isn't. It's very therapeutic, LJ. So what I'm accomplishing is getting it out of my space, getting it out of my head. And also, it shines so much light that needs to be shown, right? But the other thing I'm hoping to accomplish is anybody who's in this kind of a situation, if you are forced into something you don't want to be into, if you're being abused, I hope this helps. And I've said, reach out to me. I will not expose you. Reach out to me if you want to talk. But there's so many things I want to accomplish, LJ, and this isn't sucking the life out of me. I feel like it's finally breathing life into me. I'm able to get this out. And if it's not for you, like, I also don't want my channel to become all about this, right? But right now it is kind of about this just because I was living under this for so long and I couldn't share it with anybody. I couldn't say a word. So, is that okay with you guys? Like, are you okay with the fact that right now this is taking up a lot of me because it feels so good to get it out? It feels so good to finally talk about it. Thank you, Stephanie. I disagree. I've never seen Reese so powerful. Thank you. Um, I know it's not for everybody. And I know I'm probably going to lose some subscribers because I feel like there's people that are going to go, I don't sub to your channel for this. I don't want to hear about this. We're not going to talk about it every time, but right now it's kind of a heated thing for me and I need to get it out. I just need to get it out. And I hope that people are okay with that. And I know the ones that are not, that's okay. You can always come back at another time. Thank you guys. Thank you for being so validating there. And oh, wow. This my guy just told me he was going to a Mason meeting. That doesn't make him a bad guy. Masons are not bad people. I've met some very kind and loving Masons. I've also met Masons who were not jesters, who grabbed me, groped me, said very disgusting sexual things. It's a mixed bag, guys, but it doesn't mean all Masons are bad by any means. It just doesn't. Yeah, Amy 27. I love that. Reese has the power now, not the jesters and not Jeff. Thank you. Thank you, Kenya. And guys, we're uncovering it together. And what if we make a dent? Jeff always said that to me. He would say, "You think you're the first wife that found things, that found out about this? We've been around over 100 years. You really think you're going to make any kind of a dent?" And I would say, "Wait, found what? I thought this was all in my head. Which is it? Which is it?" I would say that to him because he would come to me sometimes and I would go, "Wait, I thought I was making this all up. I thought it was crazy. No? So now it is true?" It was such a mind fuck. Um, Thank you, Liz Tricks. So right now, it's a little bit exciting because this is some really terrible stuff. And what if we expose it? There's 1,400 people watching right now, and some of them are jesters, I guarantee you. And what if we reach far and wide? What if we help some of the people that are involved in this that don't necessarily want to be involved, that would rather not be in it? I'm not saying anybody is being there against their will. I don't believe that for a moment. I know these girls. I know who a lot of them are. And Jeff told me they're paid very well. And most of them are married. And this is according to Jeff. I can't prove this, but Jeff told me that these girls are married, a lot of them with little kids, and they tell their husbands that they are Mary Kay sales reps, and that's why they have to travel so much, and that's why they make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year because they're out traveling for Mary Kay. So I hold them accountable just as much. It's wrong and it needs to be exposed. It needs to be exposed. It's disgusting. And if you don't want to be a part of it, then don't be a part of it. You know, like I don't feel sorry for any of these guys. I don't feel sorry for any of the women. It needs to be brought to the light. And if I can do that and we can spread it around, it's like Scientology. Shut it the fuck down. It's harming people. And they're tax exempt. They're going to all these parties tax free. That's wrong. Danny L. Illuminati, so proud of you, Reese. I'm moving at this moment to get out of an ugly situation as well. Good for you, girl. You can't put a price on inner peace. I'm so happy for you. God, is that the truth? And so proud of you. Everybody in here is so proud of you. Thank you for sharing that. And you can't put a price on that. You're right. I'm happy for you. The power of the internet is vast and it threatens them so much that people like us can talk anytime we want. They need to instill fear. Absolutely. It is illegal, Zelda. Yes. The things that I have absolutely are illegal. The screenshots that I have, there's no way around it. It's absolutely illegal. The things that I have prove trafficking. So yeah, across state lines, it's illegal. No way. I don't care how you slice it. Okay, Math Manx. See, that's why I didn't comment on that because I was like, I don't really want to. Okay, then I will. Midwest Kid Doc, your channel has always been about shining a light in the darkness. This is just another chapter. Keep doing what feels right to you. Exactly. Thank you for your super chat. And this pertains to my channel. It's about my background. It's about being in Scientology. This is just another cult. Guys, Math Manx. Let's talk about Math Manx for a second, and then I'm going to go. Math Manx is Jeff's other daughter. And she's been in our chat for a long time, but I didn't want to dox her because she never said I could. She never said it was okay. So everybody, welcome. This is Math Manx, and I will say her first name is Ashley, if that's okay. And absolutely, Joe Virus. But guys, welcome her because she's been in here for a long time, but I've never been able to say who she is. So we've got Crystal and Ashley in here. These are Jeff's daughters, and we have become very close friends. And we have been talking under the radar for a long time. And they're very proud of me for getting away from him. And we've been all talking about it. So it's pretty cool. It's very special. And we love her. So thank you, Debbie Zito. Whatever brings you peace, closure, joy, or gratefulness is absolutely what you should talk about. Remember, it's your channel and you'll talk if you want to. Debbie, you're a huge supporter. Thank you. I'm so glad I could say who you are. I have been talking to Math Manx forever, and you guys have all known her, but I've never wanted to give her identity because I never knew if that was okay. So, yes, guys. Johnny, that's a nice thing to say. Well, what up, Math Manx? Thanks for being good to Reese. Thank you. I love this chat. It moves so fast to try to keep up, but y'all are so kind. Danny, yes, absolutely. It's an amazing group of people. While we're all in here, there's 1,400 of us in here. Can you check your subscription? What do the daughters think about this? Well, I'm going to be streaming with both of them, and they can give their own. I'm going to let them have their own voice about it and say what they want. Now they've been so thoroughly doxxed outside of here, I say balls to the wall. That's true. Ashley and I went and got tattoos together this past weekend. I'll have to post pics in the Facebook group. Oh my God, Crystal, send me a picture. That's awesome. I know you were in town. Not who doxed her, not a jester. Oh yeah. YouTube is unsubscribing quite a few of you. It's going backwards again. And that's okay. If you don't want to be subscribed, I get it. But check your subscription if you don't mind with so many people in here, because I think it's unsubscribing you guys, and you may not want to be unsubscribed. That's all. Oh yeah. And I hear Natalie say it, and I've heard Tommy say it, hit the notification button, but I feel like a fake saying that because I don't even know what that means. I think it just helps to keep you subscribed, but I'm not a huge YouTube watcher. And thank you, Puka Vista. I have been a presence on another platform, nothing to do with any of this. That's right. Yeah, definitely Robin Miners. I haven't either, Jamie. I never get unsubscribed from the channels. Like I've been subscribed to Tommy's channel, Aaron's channel, Sterling's channel, like all these, Natalie, forever. It's never unsubscribed me. So it's so weird. I don't know. Thank you, LeBone's Creations. So I'm going to go and I'm going to hop back on Colts and Crims. Rose, welcome. And we're going to get Tommy what he has discovered. And then I kind of want to be able to talk more about what it is that he knows, because it's some scary shit. It's some dark stuff, guys. It's deep and it's dark. It's fascinating, but don't come if it's triggering to you. I don't want anybody to feel triggered. I really don't. I love you guys, and that's the last thing I want to put you through. Only come if you're interested in this and it's something you want to know more about. Okay? So I'm going to go. I want to say thank you to everybody for the super chats. Thank you for the love, your wisdom, your support, always. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. To whoever sent me a Venmo, thank you, or a PayPal. I really appreciate that. I want that to be known. Oh, mods, can you put a link to Colts and Crims, please? It's called Colts and Crims. Crims means criminal because Tommy was a bank robber and I came from Colts. I would say Pierre in about 1 hour. Oh, no, I would say in about 30 minutes. We're going to probably do it at about 7:30. I don't think so, Dr. Ducky, but I'm not sure. So I love you guys, and I will, Robin Miners, about 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes from now. Goosebump, love you. I'm glad you're back. Love you, Joe Virus. Joe, only come if you want to. I don't want you to feel like you have to come over to this. I know you get sensitive about it, and I don't want to make you feel any kind of bad about it. All right, guys. Oh, thank you for putting it up, Julie. Third eye open. All right, I'll see you over there in about 30 minutes. I love you guys, and thank you for listening to me tonight. Thank you for being here. Here comes Fred, everybody.